So what you want to do is bring your yoga mat like right up to the wall, maybe an inch or two from the wall. And I have two mats here, just my sort of well-used one that was using for like power yoga, so it's a bit worn, and then I have a little bit more padded one underneath. Okay? But if you're on a carpet, yeah, a yoga mat should do. You can double it up like I've done, and it's just an inch or so away from the wall. And then all you're going to do is, and I'll demonstrate, is you're going to go and sit with your hip almost touching the wall, maybe 3 inches, maybe 4 inches away from the wall. And we want that little bit of space because when you swing your legs up, if your hamstrings are tight, you don't want to be too close to the wall because it'll actually feel like you're in a stretch, and this is the opposite of what we want. We want you to just be able to relax completely and not to feel a stretch at the back of the legs, okay? So let me demo it, and then you can get into it yourself, and I will then guide you on the relaxation. I'll come back out of it, okay? But you're gonna get to stay in it. So scooch up till your hip is about, let's say 3 inches away from the wall, right? So you're parallel to the wall. Okay, you come forward a little bit because you're gonna lower your upper body down. So go down to an elbow and then just swing your legs. And I'm just scooching a little bit to get closer to the wall. And so your legs are up the wall together. I like to first just flex my feet, but then relax them. The legs will stay together in this position. If for any reason you have trouble, you can either take a tie or a yoga strap and just wrap it around the upper legs to keep the legs together and relax. But for most people, this is fine. You can then either place your hands on your belly, or to start, it's nice to have them a little bit away from the side of your body at about a 45-degree angle down. Okay, so your arms are diagonally down from the shoulders, not all the way out like this, because that can start to strain your shoulder and feel uncomfortable. So halfway down in a relaxed position, and your palms are facing up. So go ahead and get in that position if you have not already. When this was taught to me in yoga teacher training, we were told that it's a very restful position for the heart. I'll put any contraindications or caveats below the video or at this point in the video. It's beginning to really relax, beginning to let yourself just sink in. And let your torso be nice and heavy. You want to feel like your torso is very, very heavy. Let's take a couple of deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. All right, so you're just following along with my voice. Breathing in, breathing out. Letting each exhale, allow it to let your body feel like it's sinking, dropping, like gravity is our friend, and your body's just beginning to release and allow gravity to do its work. Feel as if your hips are heavy. Your lower back releases. So the curve at the small of the back begins to release and relax. The upper back begins to release and relax. So on each exhale, really feel that happening. Letting go as you breathe out. The exhale is the release. Feel your shoulders beginning to open and drop more towards the ground, towards the carpet. So if your shoulders are up in any way, curved up, see if you can feel like they open like flower petals, down, like flower petals dropping. They're dropping down towards the ground. Good. Let's focus on your right arm. Feel your right arm. And just let it be heavy. Feel like your arm isn't yours. You're just letting it go. Letting go of thinking about controlling, lifting, or moving your arm. You're just letting it go, your right arm. And now the left arm, same thing. Feel it and let it go. Let it go. From your shoulders down to your fingers. Let your arms be heavy. As you breathe out, let them relax more and more and more and more. Good. And then feel your neck, your head resting on the ground. Again, let gravity be a friend, a positive influence, just coaxing us to release and relax gently. And now, just giving some attention to the legs. They relax and you can feel a sense of release downward. The sacrum is releasing down into the ground. The legs relaxed and heavy, and yet staying together, just enough awareness to keep the legs together and straight. Remember, if at any time you feel any sense of stretch in the back of your legs, then scooch away from the wall so that you're not getting as acute an angle and you just feel relaxation. Good. And we'll just allow the body to unwind here. The legs elevated, said to, as I said, relax the heart, give some release to the blood vessels. Obviously there's some controls on the blood flow, but the legs elevated does provide some release and relaxation for the entire body. And we'll begin to feel and sense the body from the outside in. So from your skin, just feel the air on your skin all over your body. Just feel that your awareness is at the level of your skin. Just feel that you, with every exhale, you create relaxation. The skin releases, relaxes. You just feel a shift as that happens. And now we go into the level of the fascia. The fascia is like a netting that holds the body together. It's like a support. It's like a web over the muscles. And so at that level of the fascia, feel that as you exhale, you are able to send a message of relaxation, release. So there's a sense of all of that happening. You might feel it as a tingling, as increased circulation, subtle. The next level, let's go into the muscles. Just feel all the large muscles just naturally beginning to relax and release any tension that they're holding. And feel that the blood vessels release and relax. large and small blood vessels, any unnecessary tension is just released. All the organs feel that they relax, release any unnecessary tension, any holding, any gripping. Just intend, feel, imagine the organs releasing, relaxing. All the way now into the bones relax. The structure is there, and yet there's a sense of sinking, releasing. The ligaments, tendons, release. Any unnecessary tension completely leaves the body. A state of relaxed awareness, beingness. We'll just rest here for some time. If you find thoughts coming to your mind, and if they feel at all intrusive, then you could focus on your breathing, on the movement of the belly and the chest. So just tune into that subtle movement of the breath. You can use that as a focal point. Just notice the sense of ease and utmost relaxation that you feel. When you hear the sound of the bell, we'll begin to transition out of the pose, but in a very specific way, so just listen for the sound of the bell, and then you'll be guided slowly in how to release. No rush. And so take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, allow your feet to just slide down the wall as you bend your knees. Bend your knees, let your feet slide down the wall. And then go ahead and roll over onto one side. So with the bent knees, just rest your head on your hands. Scooch away from the wall if you feel at all crunched in that position. But you're resting on your side, and just let the circulation, the blood flow, just normalize. We'll take a few breaths here, 3 to 5 breaths. And then when you're ready, from that position, right, you would come up to one elbow and then push yourself up and then just swing your legs around. Now ideally, you want to be in super comfortable pants like sweatpants or leggings so that there's no binding, your legs don't feel at all constricted. And so if you'd like to, after something like that, especially if you're going to go back to work, I recommend doing some stretches like we could do together. Let's bring the arms up over the head, interlace your fingers, and just take it to one side, take it to the other side, back to center. As you exhale, lowering the arms slowly, slowly, slowly. Just feel like you're clearing the energy around you, you're clearing your aura. And what you could do, rub the palms together. Again, especially if you want to go back to focused work, you could just lightly, I'm going like this, just tapping on the head, all around the head, back of the head, side. And it's very light, it's very bouncy movement. Do that more if you'd like. And if that feels like enough though, you could just go down the neck, you could go down the face. Just lightly, you could rub the face if that works for you. Down to the throat, down the center of the body, come down to the belly, and then down, go to the back, kind of rub down the thighs, right? And then down to the lower legs, and then when you get to your feet, squeeze your feet. Give your feet a strong squeeze, massage with your thumbs, and do the other foot. You can take more time to do this if you have it, right? And then pause, notice how you feel. I would suggest not going to something super busy right after this. Kind of, this puts you in a certain zone, so you want to do activities that are a little bit more quiet, maybe creative, but like you wouldn't want to go try to give a speech right after this, because most people are typically in a very mellow space. So just use this when it's the right time and you know you want to feel super relaxed. So, namaste.